Hello and welcome to Round Phil. We've won the die roll and again we'll play first. Okay, so this hand has... Yep, this hand's keep. We'd love to draw a land. It's pretty tricky to decide which land to play first here. I think we play Game Trail. Let's not reveal anything because it's turn 1. And the next turn we play Game Trail, revealing Cinderglade, and then the turn after that, hopefully we draw a basic. Okay, so we've drawn Kessig Prowler, turn 2 late. So we play Game Trail, revealing Cinderglade, play Dustwatch Recruiter. So if we draw a basic for our draw step, we can play Pack Guardian into Atarka's Command on turn 4. Okay, well now we can't do that. And there's the basic. That's just lovely. So we get black-red. I'm guessing this is like a Mardu control style deck. I suppose it could be black-red vampires as well. I'm just going to play the Kessig Prowler here and play Cinderglade. This way, next turn we can definitely play Pack Guardian. We don't really want to play Nissa on an empty board. Okay, so it's Jund. Oh great, Kessig Prowler is awful against Lilliana, as previously said. Okay, probably just have to play Dustwatch Recruiter here. It's really, again, it's not mana efficient, but you don't want to play Nissa on an empty board. The plant token has just died to Lilliana anyway. And this sets us up for potentially to go like Pack Guardian. We don't really need to flip the Dustwatch Recruiter to play Pack Guardian there, to be fair. Just sort of hoping to top deck a land. Traverse for a land, so what? A mountain. Oh, is this going to be the Jund's Delirium deck actually? Can't remember the team who used it at the PT, but it was Joel Larson. That's the bloke. Yeah, I think we just pass here. We don't want to play this 5th land. We just want to get Pack Guardian out next turn. Pack Guardian is enough pressure to attack Lilliana and kill her next turn as well, which is nice. We'll also have Nissa and or Atarka's Command if something gets blocked. So opponent's thinking about killing something, I presume. Gonna grapple with the pass. Okay. They do have Delirium if they leave Nissa in there. Okay, they don't leave Nissa in there. So now they're going to have 2 Planeswalkers. It's going to be difficult to deal with. What they do with this Nissa? Oh, actually, I suppose they don't really do anything with this Nissa, are they? Because it's not going to flip. Okay, we're just going to play Pack Guardian. It's worth noting that the actual Pack Guardian itself will die to a Fiery Impulse. Oh, no, it won't. That's fine. That's actually a really good draw. Because we want to attack Liliana and see if they want to block with Nissa. So this keeps the Pack Guardian alive. Keeps the Wolf alive if it's blocked by Nissa. Gives us Trample if they chump the Pack Guardian. Yeah, all in all, I think Havoc Resurgence is actually the best draw we could have had there. It'd be nice if we had a 5th land, but we had to ditch it to get Pack Guardian and the token, so... Swings and roundabouts. To attack Lilliana. So they are chumping. So if we play Tarkus Command, we just kill Lilliana. Play Howlpack Resurgence, we get 3 through here, 3 through there. Yeah, we get 3 through there and 3 through there. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Howlpack Resurgence it is. They might Fiery Impulse in response to this, if they have one. No, they don't. Okay. Yeah, that's worked out quite nicely for us. We've got rid of our opponent's creature and Liliana. So they might play Ishkanar here. That wouldn't be too good. If we draw another land here, we could play Nissa and Tarkus Command, which would make double blocking interesting. They've gone for 3 black immediately. Okay, Languish. That's not good. That's really not good. Again, that's where the 5th land would come in handy. Oh, right on cue. So I think we are just going to play Nissa on an empty board here. If they have Ruinous Path, they have Ruinous Path. We're just going to pump a plant token out. They have Liliana, who presumably kills the plant token. Okay, so double Tarkus Command at least means we can burn for 6. It could be a race of the 3-drop Planeswalkers here. Both ultimate at 7. Liana's actually wins the game, but Nissa's will give us lots of cards in hand, which is nice. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if our opponent has a Ruinous Path in their deck. They're also on Emrakul mana now. Okay, so in response, we just burn Liliana, I think. We as well say opponents can't gain life. I don't know if they're likely to be able to gain life off of 0 mana, but yeah, we're gonna send these both at Liliana. So our opponent gains control of us with an empty hand. Presumably they're going to tick Nissa down. Well, that's actually all they can do. In fact, yeah, they can. Okay. So you could say that's one strength of this deck. We play around Emrakul very well. Because usually we've got an empty hand. I mean, every cloud has a silver lining. I'm just not sure that's much of a silver lining, to be honest. So yeah, I think if I was them, I'd be attacking, yeah, just to the face. The Correct Evolving Wilds on their end step. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. So we're against another Delirium deck. So it's I think it's kind of worth treating this like the T-Merge deck. We want to have that sort of explosive start, and Spirit of the Hunt is the backup against Languish. So again, we're going to cut all the Kessig Prowlers. Just awful against Liliana. I don't think Chandra is that good in this matchup, because they don't play many creatures. They don't rely on their creatures to get their big threats out. So did he play Ishkanar? Yeah, maybe we could have Chandra in for Ishkanar. Again, probably cut a couple of Moonlight Hunts, just the low number of creatures. The extra Pack Guardian is useful. Then we can go with Kessie Forge Master. We suppose we could take Lamholt Pacifists out again. Yeah, I think I quite like that idea. Put in the 2 Kessie Forge Masters. What else would we want in there? Actually, we don't want these Kessie Forge Masters in, for the same reason we don't want the Kessie Prowler in. They're a 2-1, which just lines up horrendously against Lilliana, so we're just kind of stuck with the Lamholt Pacifists. So the 60th card, we could go with a Fiery Impulse, kills off Nissa, could go with Arlincord. Though we showed them our Nissa Voice of Zendikar, so and I'm pretty sure Jund runs some number of Runus Path. Ulrich, I suppose we could go for Ulrich as another way to force damage through. Yeah, let's give him a go. Okay, this hand is... I think we have to be quite brutal here. This hand's too slow. We don't have a creature till turn 3, so I think we have to mulligan. Okay, this hand... okay, it only has 1 creature, and that creature is very fragile, but I think this hand is fine to keep. Yeah, Duskwatch Creature on top. So this Jund deck could have a turn 1 Fiery Impulse, but apart from that I don't think they have any other way to get Village Messenger off the board in their first turn. Destination, no Traverse, okay. Find themselves a swamp. Because that's a turn 1 spell as well that stops the messenger from flipping. So good draw here is Pack Guardian. For that nice lovely turn 5 victory. Another Traverse, so again the wolves won't flip. Finding themselves another swamp. Okay, Tarkus Command. So what we could do is we could attack and let both our creatures flip. It's really not good use of our mana though, so I think we probably just play Howlpack Resurgence here. The only problem with this is, I suppose that it's not. They can't have language next turn, so I suppose it's probably fine. If we were to lose both our creatures, we wouldn't have any threat next turn unless we top deck it. So there's an argument to be made that we should use Dustwatch Recruiter's activated ability. Do they have a second removal spell? No, they don't. Okay, that's... I don't want to say that's good for us because we've only got this Village Messenger. You know, so if he flips and stays flipped, big if, he's attacking for 3, could potentially be 4 with a Tarkus Command, and then 7 from the burn. Liliana, Last Hope. There's 2-1. That's actually gonna help quite a lot more than they know. Okay, so we've drawn Pack Guardian. So now, so next turn we have Pack Guardian plus the Wolf, plus the Tarkus Command. So I think we're just going to attack the opponent. Play Pack Guardian on end step, so it can't get languished. Mindwrack Demon. Okay. They do have delirium. Distended Mindbender in from the sideboard. That's an interesting one considering our curve's so low. So now the Pack Guardian Wolf idea. doesn't work. The Wolf's a 3/3 and Moonrise Intruder is a 1/2. Okay, so we attack with those, we get 4. Yeah, this does work. Target command means we attack with 6 points of damage plus the trample, plus the burn. Don't want to redirect it to Lilliana. Yeah, okay. So that worked quite nicely. Yeah, Mindwork Demon's an interesting one. They also showed us just done a Mindbender, which I assume they're going to hope to emerge on somehow. I kind of feel like this setup's probably the best way we're going to go. Yeah, we just want to be aggressive. So I think we're just going to run this back. We can't really bring... So if we look at the cards in our sideboard that we can't bring in, that just don't do anything. Kessig Prowl and Kessig Forgmaster are useless. Fiery Impulse has very few targets. So we've got like 9 dead cards in the sideboard straight away. We're not bringing in a second Ulrich. To be fair, I think I'm going to take this one out. So basically we're looking at whether we want to bring in Arling Chords or Moonlight Hunts. And I think I'm just going to bring in 1 Arling Chord. Again, for the same reasoning as before, we sort of go sort of more of a token build in the middle of the game. It doesn't work that well with Languish, but obviously Planeswalkers don't get affected by Languish. And this is just another Anthem effect, so that could be useful. Okay, so this hand is interesting. We have a 2-drop and 3 Anthem effects. I think this is the key. If we draw a red source, and that can either be a Game Trail on one of the first 2 turns, or a Cinderglade, or a Mountain, then I think this hand's fine. Toxicon may come in handy, but it's not really what we're looking for. I think here we have to play Duskwatch Recruiter on the basis that... Actually, I think... So, if we draw a 3rd land, Lamport Pacifist is best. If we don't, it's useless. But Duskwatch Recruiter dies to Fiery Impulse, and our opponent has red mana up. So I think Pacifist has the lowest floor, but is safest. I suppose actually Duskwatch Recruiter has the lowest floor in that it can just die. No, that's just died to ultimate price. So we've made our opponent use all their mana up on turn 3. Both of us have missed our 3rd land drop. They did have Fiery Impulse, so we did do something right. Here we just play... So we could play Nissa, make a plan, Gaia Reach Bandit, -1/-1. Gaia Reach Bandit's going to die to a lot of spells regardless. So I think we might just play Nissa here. Okay, so yeah, we'll play Nissa. If they hit Ruinous Path, then they hit Ruinous Path. But next turn we can go Gaia Reach Bandit, -2 Nissa. Swing in for more damage. So traversing for that land, good for us. Potentially got Grasp of Darkness up. Can't say I'm particularly going to play around that. So now if we draw an untapped land, we have damage to come in. So if they Plusing Liliana doesn't do too much there. It ticks her up, but she's still just likely to die. Okay, so what we do here is we play Lamhawk Pacifist, -2 Nissa. So the Pacifist will then be a 4-power creature. We'll attack Liliana with Gaia Reach Bandit. Attack the player with the token. Going to cast Tarkus Command. It finishes off Liliana. It means we'll be doing like 7 damage to the player. No, 6 damage to the player even. So yeah, I think if they've got Languish now, then they're definitely still in it. But otherwise, I suppose they could Ishkanar. Yeah, opponent said good games. Yeah, so this is more of a formality. Yeah, opponent scoops. So yeah, that's another solid win against another PT deck. Yeah, I think it's just showing the way to win with this deck is just to be aggressive. So we are 2-2 in this league now. So I suppose we have a decider to see if we're better than 50%. Hopefully you'll join us for round 5.